Welcome to day 13 of 4 weeks of yoga. Today is the last video for this week, which also means that we're about halfway through the 4 weeks. So we're going to start as usual with our body scan, seated on the floor with the eyes closed, and we're going to bring our focus towards the breath, noticing where it's at in this moment.
I rest my soul on Jesus.
And now you can shift your focus towards the feet, thinking about any sensations you're having there.
I put my trust in Jesus. The moment I awake.
And now you can think about your legs and knees, noticing how the muscles feel in this moment.
At sea, He will be my rock, my vision be in Christ alone. This grace.
Now we're going to bring the focus up to the torso and the hips.
His love is like the mighty ocean. His love for me will never stop. Oh, His arms are strong.
And now we're going to think about the hands and the arms.
Through it all, by the grace of God. So high upon His shoulder.
And now you can think about the shoulders and the neck and even the chest area.
This far, helper of my helpless soul, the King of broken.
And now we're going to bring our attention towards our state of mind, just acknowledging where it's at in this moment.
His love for me will never stop. Oh, His arms are strong enough to carry me through it all by the grace of God.
Now we're going to come to standing on one end of our yoga mat or carpet to do our 4 half sun salutations. So inhaling, we're going to reach the arms out and up, really stretching, reaching towards the sky. And with an exhale, we're going to touch the floor, bending from the waist. Going to lift the head and chest a bit. Then we're going to step back and lower down completely with an exhale. Inhaling, we're going to lift up into the Cobra Pose. And exhaling, we're going to transition into the Child's Pose.
Thank you, Lord.
Now we're going to come back up and come to standing. So you're going to inhale the arms out and up, really enjoying the stretch. And exhaling, we're going to bend from the waist and touch the floor. Inhaling, we're going to lift the head and chest a bit. And exhaling, we're going to step back and lower down completely. Now we're going to push up into Cobra Pose, straightening the arms as much as is comfortable. Now we're going to lower down into Child's Pose with an exhale.
His love is like the mighty ocean.
Now we're going to come up and come to standing again.
His love for me will never stop.
You're going to inhale the arms out and up, looking towards the sky. And exhaling, you're going to touch the floor, bending from the waist. We're going to lift the head and chest a bit. Exhaling, we're going to step back and lower down.
Through it all,
Inhaling, we're going to straighten the arms to come up into a Cobra Pose. And exhaling, we're going to transition into Child's Pose. Now we're going to come up, and we're going to come to standing again. So we're going to inhale the arms out and up, really enjoying the stretch, and exhaling, we're going to bend from the waist and touch the floor. Going to lift the head and chest a bit, and exhaling, we're going to step back and lower down. Now we're going to push up into Cobra Pose with an inhale. And exhaling, we're going to lower down into Child's Pose. Now we're going to come up, and we're going to come to standing again. Inhaling, we're going to reach the arms out and up, looking towards our thumbs. And exhaling, we're going to bend from the waist and touch the floor. Inhaling, we're going to lift the head and chest. And exhaling, we're going to relax them. Inhaling, we're going to lift them. Now we're going to step back and come down to all fours to do some rounds of cat-cow. So inhaling, we're going to arch the back. And exhaling, we're going to round it. Inhaling, you're going to arch the back. And exhaling, we're going to round it. So inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Now we're going to stay here for an inhale, and on the next exhale we're going to lower down into Child's Pose. We're going to come up with an inhale and arch the back, and exhaling we're going to round it. Inhaling here, and then on the next exhale lowering down into Child's Pose. Going to come up and arch the back, then we're going to round it, and then lower down into Child's Pose. Inhaling, we come up and arch the back. Then we're going to round it. And exhaling, we lower down into Child's Pose. Now we're going to come up, and inhaling, we're going to arch the back. And exhaling, we're going to round it. Inhaling, we're going to arch it, and exhaling, we round it. So inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. So you're going to stay here for an inhale, and on the next exhale, lower down into Child's Pose. We're going to come up and arch the back. Now we're going to round it. And then lower down into Child's Pose. Now we're going to come up and arch the back. And exhaling, we're going to round it. And then we're going to lower down to Child's Pose on the next exhale. Going to come up with an inhale and arch, and then we're going to round the back and lower down into Child's Pose. Inhaling, we're going to come up, and now we're going to keep the back in neutral. So tucking the toes, we're going to lift the knees slightly off the ground to really engage the core. Make sure you're not arching or rounding your back too much. We want to keep it long. From here, we're going to go directly into downward dog, so lifting the hips and straightening the knees as much as you can while still keeping the back long. going to bring the right knee towards the chest, lowering the hips and shifting the weight. And now we're going to come back into downward dog. We're going to do the same thing with the left knee, bringing it into the chest, lowering the hips and shifting the weight forward. And now we're going to come back to downward dog for one breath. We're going to repeat it with the right knee, bringing it into the chest, lowering the hips and shifting the weight forward. And then we come back into downward dog. Now we're going to bring the left knee in, lowering the hips and shifting the weight forward, really engaging the core. And now we're going to push back into downward dog. Now you can lower to your knees and with an exhale, rest in child's pose. Now we're going to come up and get ready to do the dolphin pose. So elbows on the floor, hands clasped together. And on an inhale, we're going to lift the hips and straighten the knees as much as is comfortable while still keeping the back long. Now we're going to walk the feet back a little and lower the hips and shift the weight forward to come into a dolphin plank pose. Now we're going to lower the knees and rest in child's pose. Now we're going to come up and get ready to do that again. So elbows on the floor, hands clasped together. On an inhale, we're going to lift the hips and straighten the knees as much as is comfortable. And we're going to stay there for 3 breaths. Now we're going to step the feet back and lower the hips and stay in the dolphin plank pose for 3 breaths. Now you can lower down into a child's pose with an exhale to rest. Now we're going to come up and we're going to come to standing to do our cardio. So as you know, we're going to start with the first exercise. It's going to be the under the fence squats. So 30 seconds of under the fence squats. Wonderful. Now we're going to rest for 15 seconds and get ready for the next exercise. It's going to be jumping jacks. So 30 seconds of jumping jacks now. Perfect. Now we're going to rest for 15 seconds again. I'm going to get ready for the next exercise, which is reverse lunges. You can keep the arms where I have them in the video, or on your hips, or wherever you feel is best for you to best balance yourself. So 30 seconds of reverse lunges.
Word of life, speak to my weary heart, strengthen my broken parts, lead me to your open arms. Word of truth, illuminate all these lies. The enemy speaks inside, and freedom I will rise, 'cause you call me out.
Perfect. Now we're gonna rest for 15 seconds, and don't forget to breathe. And then we're gonna repeat that all over again. So starting with 30 seconds of under the fence squats.
Spirit of God, take me to a deeper place. Take me out of what is safe, and I will not be afraid. Spirit of God, fill me with joy again. Springing up from within, it cannot be contained. 'Cause you call me out from the grave, so I can live like I've been trained.
Wonderful. Now we're gonna rest for 15 seconds. And the next exercise is going to be 30 seconds of jumping jacks. So 30 seconds starting now. Now we're gonna rest and breathe. Don't forget to breathe for 15 seconds. And we're gonna get ready for our very last exercise. So you got this. Only one more exercise. 30 seconds of reverse lunges. So just keep breathing. And now we're gonna start with 30 seconds of reverse lunges. Perfect. Now we're going to come back down to the ground and lay on our backs with the knees bent to do our cool down stretches. So starting, we're going to place the right foot on the left knee. You can leave them on the floor, or you can bring the legs closer into your chest, flexing both feet. And as always, as we start to do these cool down stretches, we're going to start to lengthen the breath little by little to bring the heart rate back down.
You're everything to me, and I can't be without you, God. You're everything.
And now we're going to release the legs, and we're going to switch the feet. So the left foot on the right knee.
I was lost and you found me. I was dead inside and you breathed into me, and you brought these bones to life. I want to say thank you. Thank you for saving me. Thank you for loving me unconditionally, God.
Now we're going to release the legs. Now we're going to straighten the right leg and bend the left one, letting the knee twist over to the right side, keeping the leg, the foot close to the right leg. Now we're going to extend the left arm out to that side, and we're going to keep the shoulder on the ground.
because I knew you'd still be there. You'd never leave me gone. I want to say thank you.
Now we're going to come back and we're going to switch the legs. So bending the right one and letting the knee fall over to the right side. And we're going to extend the right arm out to the side and keep the shoulder on the ground.
I want to say thank you. Thank you for saving me. Thank you for loving me unconditionally. Gone, I don't deserve you. You're gone. I don't deserve.
Now we're going to come back and we're going to bend both legs, placing the hands on the kneecaps. And with an exhale, we're going to round the back, bringing the knees into the chest. And as we inhale, we're going to arch the back, letting the arms extend. With an exhale, we're going to round the back, bringing the knees into the chest. And inhaling, we're going to arch the back, letting the arms extend.
I was lost and you found me.
And exhaling, we're going to bring the knees back into our chest. And now you can release the legs and let them fall wherever is most comfortable. Either bent or straight. You can also place the hands on the torso or let them relax wherever feels most comfortable. And as we lay here, we're going to continue to lengthen the breath as much as is comfortable. And if you have your hands on the torso, you can really focus on the movements the torso makes.
It's quiet in this house upon a hill.
And now while we're laying here, we're kind of going to do another body scan. Starting from the toes and going all the way to the tip of the head. We're just going to notice any tense muscles and try to relax them little by little. They're probably not going to relax all at once, but little by little we're just going to consciously try to relax them. Even the facial muscles, things we don't usually think about. We're just going to try to completely and utterly relax, mentally and physically right now.
Take your chances. There's nothing here to lose. Ask your questions.
And like the rest of the days this week, we're going to really focus on our bodies and think about how incredible they are and the trillions of cells that make up the body. And we're really just feeling the body. But today we're also going to focus a bit more on our mind. Our mind is so powerful, and our state of mind plays a crucial role in our physical well-being. So today we're going to bring the focus a little bit more to our state of mind, just evaluating and renewing our state of mind. The meditation for today actually talks about that. It says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Our minds are incredible things. So if we can just take a time, a couple times a week even, or every single day, to just renew our state of mind, or at least evaluate where it is. That's incredible. So we're going to take these moments to really rest physically and mentally, and we're going to renew our mind. We're going to let it rest for a few minutes, and we're going to regroup, recoup, and reboot.
In a house upon a hill, how I want to show you I am real. Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm the love you used to think could not exist. I'm as sure as where you're standing, and as free as the wind.
And when you're ready, you can roll over to one side, bringing the knees towards the chest. And with a soft gaze or closed eyes, we're going to gently push up to seated. Now you can place your hands over your heart, and with a deep, long inhale, we're going to fill the heart up with gratitude for our minds and bodies that are so incredible and intricately designed. And with an exhale, we're going to send that gratitude and joy into our entire body. So inhaling, we're going to fill the heart up with gratitude and joy and peace and energy. And exhaling, we're going to send all of that into our entire body. Now you can let the hands relax, and inhaling, we're going to lower the head a bit. And as we exhale, you can slowly open your eyes and lift your head. So that was our practice for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow is a rest day, so take advantage of that. But we are going to have the Instagram Live at 3 p.m. Central Time, so I hope to see you there. And I hope you have a magnificent, mindful day. See you next time.